Well, hello, and welcome to our next flight around the UK. This time travelling from Castle Kennedy Airfield in southwestern Scotland, and we're going to start island hopping from here. And so, welcome to what sounds like a very windy Castle Kennedy. We've got live weather on. That may or may not be a mistake for a little plane. Winter bonanza today. So let's look at today's route. So moving over here. We're going to be taking off from Castle Kennedy here near Stranraer, fly out to waypoint Blacker, and then up towards the Isle of Arran, turn left over this peninsula and straight shot straight into Islay, hopefully in time for tea and biscuits and maybe some whiskey, because you know it's that bit of Scotland. So that's our route. Let's get into the cockpit and let's get setting everything up. So in the cockpit here, I can still hear the wind outside. Let's do some basic prep here. Let's get the mixture up. Let's get rid of that. Get some batteries on, get some alternators on. Let's get everybody know we're about to fire things up. And we'll start the engine up. I'll get us some power. Good, yes, low voltage. Yes, I would have thought so. Okay, let's get the avionics on. Let's just get zoomed in here. Now for the really boring bit, let's program this up. It's a fairly simple flight plan though. Flight plan. Let's go to you. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Flight plan. There we go. So we're E Echo Golf Uniform Zulu. So let's Echo Golf TU Zulu Castle Kennedy Airfield. Excellent. Okay, let's go with that. Runway is 26 today for takeoff. So let's choose that. Do that. Okay, let's do the on routes first. So first waypoint is Blacker. So let's oh no, that way. B Alpha Charlie Alpha. Next one. The next one is Echo Charlie 29 Indigo. Yeah, always go the wrong way there. Echo. No. There we go. Charlie. Two. Niner. And then Indigo. Yeah. Okay. And then. Nope. Clear. Yeah, let's put some altitudes in, so that'll be about 4,000 feet there. I think it went to be at 4,500 actually, so let's put that in. Excuse me, coughing. There we go. And was no way we'll hit 4,500 by Blacker, but hey, well, we can try. Now we just need destination. So that will be Echo, because it's still Europe. Golf, because it's Great Britain. And where we're going, Islay, which is Papa Indigo. Islay, there we go. Landing on way 26. 3 up, no? What runway are we going for? 3-1. Yeah. Runway 3-1. Excellent. I think that's all set up there. Quick zoom out. Yep, nice simple flight plan. Obviously we skewed off it on takeoff, but we'll pick that up as soon as we get going. Okay, that's that set up. Still a bit too zoomed in. There we go. You want Peter heat now? Okay, you can have it now. Let's get some panel lights, taxi lights, floodlights. Don't need them. That's sorted out. Let's get our head tracking on. There we go. Okay. Mixture's good. Picture's good. Bit of flaps. Could have done that on the way to the tax. Words are hard. Could have done that on the way to the runway, but you know. Oh, I'm just looking at that windsock there. Oh, this could be a funky takeoff. Okay. Let's reset our barometric pressure. Uncage that. Uncage that. I think we are pretty good to go. Nav light on. What the hell? It's time for some crazy Microsoft Flight Simulator pushback world. So let's do a bit of that. Only pushback. A wild tug suddenly appeared. I've beaten you, Tugman. There we go. Come back on. Okay. Bit of sunshine. Okay. Break a break off. Let's go. It's a fairly long taxi here. So. Trying to sort my head tracking out here. Windy in the west of Scotland? Surely not. Almost on the way. Let's set some altitude. So we will be going to 4.5. That's done. This is on GPS. No warnings. Let's taxi. I'm looking at that windsock. I should really be taxiing the other way. But you know what? I don't want the pain of trying to reprogram that flight plan. Now it's in. So let's get crazy. Let's take off with the wind. Thankfully it does appear to be fairly straight down the runway. So that's going to make the approach interesting. believe this airfield on one of its ex-runways that crossed this one as the West of Scotland kart track. Little trivia for you there. Still using all Microsoft stock scenery. Photogrammetry is turned off. Most because it made London look like absolute garbage. Okay. Here we are. Quick pause. Stop. Thank you. Turn lights on. Taxi lights off. I've got a bad feeling about this, but let's go. Nice unmarked runway. Yeah. Just about flight director. Let's punch it. It'd be windy. We're up. Gear up. And flaps up. Might be windy, but it's very pretty around here. Alright, let's try and get onto track, shall we? Slightly over revving the engine. That's fine. Sort some trim out. Autopilot. Nav. Right level change. Whoa, where are you going, autopilot? So this is town. Excuse me. That is the town of Stranraer. I believe there's ferry services here from here to Northern Ireland. I think that is Microsoft Flight Simulator pretending to be a ferry terminal there. Okay, we're over revving slightly. Let's just take that down. There we go. So we're up. Progress before perfection. Yes. Well, you know, I said I wouldn't make 4,500 before Blanca. It's going to be fairly close, actually. Oh yeah. Give it a bit more juice. Over revs it now. Yeah. Wind turbines earning their wind turbining. And that over there is actually Northern Ireland. So turning in 2 miles. Interesting thing about this aircraft in MS Flight Sim is that it's the smaller brother or sister of the Baron with the 2 engines. A lot of the interior is very, very similar, apart from the fact that in this plane the backup airspeed indicator actually works. Also, I think the G58, the Baron, also has a problem with NDBs, which we need to have a play with on one of these flights. But not today. Here we go, yeah. can see why they put a ferry tunnel here, can't you? Look at that. Okay. Moving away from Blacker, on the way to EC299, or sorry, Echo Charlie 29 Indigo. Let's get our speed stabilised. Yeah, there's a fair chuff of wind going on, because look how the aircraft is pointing not in the line of the direction of travel. But that's okay. Okay, let's look outside. Yeah, for a windy day, still looking good. All good. So 25 miles from next waypoint, which is kind of slap bang between the peninsula that comes out of the west of Scotland and the Isle of Arran. So we'll be flying not quite over the town of Campbelltown until we hit our top of descent somewhere about 11 miles before touchdown. So Northern Ireland over there, that would be, Campbelltown is on this peninsula here-ish. What you can just about see there is the Isle of Arran. Let's set up a bit. There we go. And tiny island. Speed check, nice and stable. Landing lights now. Got a horrible feeling my head tracking is about to go bananas with some sun coming through the window. Excuse me. Let's look through the other window. Ooh. Quite a pretty day. Look at the non-existent people in the back. How close can we get our heads to the window? Nearly outside it. Realism. Okay, let's do a quick status check here. Speed stable, aircraft clean, lights set. We're doing 159 knots airspeed, 178 ground speed. Guess we get a small kick at the tail from that wind from the east. Attitude good. Fuel, absolutely fine. I wonder if we want to switch tanks soon, and I don't know how to do that. I suspect it's this switch here. But that also says off. If I move that the wrong way, we are going for a swim. Ooh. All clouds. We're in the soup. Let's look out from outside. Depending on your headphones, speakers, whatever you're listening on. Listen here, there's some right old wind you can hear at places. But we're not going to let that bother us. That's the town of Campbelltown there, and I believe Campbelltown airfield is just there. So we're going to cross this peninsula about over here somewhere. We're coming up to our turn. booked and completed. Now you can really see the effect that wind is having on us now, hitting us right in the rear. Clearing throat once more. That's a 30 knot tailwind. Okay, let's start thinking about landing. Now, we've set runway 31 as landing runway. Yes. 30 knot tailwind, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to scoot straight over the runway and turn around. It's going to be a visual approach anyway, so I'm not too worried. Also, it gets me around the slightly odd descent you have here, where you come down the other side of these hills at a fairly steep descent compared to most. So I'm going to continue with this route, fly straight over the runway, do a turnaround and then come back. Bring us down to 4,000 feet. So let's do a full speed, nose down, there we go. bit more than that. There you go. It will overspeed us, but that's okay. I'll just turn the prop down. Is in front of us the beautiful Isle of Islay. And over there, I believe that is the Isle of Jura. Wow, those are some nice hills. I think that's right. Next flight after this will be from here up to the famous or infamous, if you will, Barra Island, landing on the beach. So we need to think about what aircraft we're going to use for that. We could use this. Could use something a bit bigger. Give ourselves a bit of a challenge, especially if it's windy like this. Super zoom, super eyes. I think that's my runway there. It's not this one. Is it? Of course it's that one. Okay. Don't know why I thought it was a different runway. So let's set ourselves to 1500 feet. Let's do a flight level change and chop the power. I say, I'm going to fly straight over this. I get confused when landing at Isle of Islay. I always think that this airport is somewhere over here. So when this pops into view, I think, no, that's the wrong one. I somehow invent another airport. Awesome. Small town of Port Ellen there. .188 knots against 160, so still 28 knot tailwind. I don't think we should be landing that quickly. It's fine, we'll scoot straight over it. Do a loop around here and come straight back in. I should have really planned for the other runway. I don't know why I didn't. Reasons. Should I do at this point is set my heading. So let's do a little bit of that. So we're going to come in down this runway. Runway 13. Probably not going to need a lot of flaps, but quite a bit of power with a 20-25 knot headwind when we turn around. That'll be fun. What an amazing view. Imagine seeing that for real. Wow. Okay, so we're going to need runway 13, so let's kill the power a bit more. Let's get some flaps out. Let's get a landing light on. I've remembered the thing. Let's turn us round to 130. No. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'll set that to 140 for now. Let's just... There we go. Set the heading straight for the runway. Let's get some gear down. Spot off. Gonna crab us into the wind for a little bit. It looks like we're barely moving. 100 knots of airspeed, 79 knots ground speed. Ooh. Oh no. Pressing things you shouldn't be pressing. Glad to turn this around actually. I think landing with that tailwind would have been funky. Come on, drop. Way too high, but I'm not worried about airspeed. There's so much headwind. Go, nearly down. Drop your thing. There we go. Down too low. Come on. Oh, nice. Don't float, just... Oh, nice. Like butter, or something like that. And we're down. Welcome to the Isle of Islay. I think, yeah, we have to taxi down this runway. Let's go find somewhere to park. Hope it's not paying dismay. Those tents over there? Oh, the cars. Oh, there are aircraft up here. Let's go and park it with those. Quite a nice building. We'll park next to this guy up here. No van, don't. Simulator vans doing simulator things. Next to this guy. Come on, turn. Get this far. Wait, there was a car there. Okay. We're down, we're landed, everything's good. Let's get this thing shut down. Not to there. I can come off. I can come off, off. Alternator, battery 1 and battery 2. Shut down. How windy is it out here? We can hear the wind. Anyway, that was the journey from Stranraer up to the Isle of Islay. I'm off now to find some local produce. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next flight up to Barra.